ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यां तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Before we start our Gita class, I have planned we will chant these 3 shlokas. It's from Durga Sapta Shloki, so it will help to protect us from corona, not us, all world from this corona. We have chanted in our grammar class also, but 3 times we will chant in this class also. You just follow me. Then it will be comfortable that we can chant together. Sarvasvarupe sarveshe
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्ति समन्विते
सर्वशक्तिमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
रोगानशेषानहंसि तुष्टा
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रिता ह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम्
एवमेव कार्यम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रिता ह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनम्
सर्वबाधाप्रशमनम्
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी
दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तु ते
दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
दृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
मामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणाम्
मामाश्रिताभ्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रिताश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनम्
सर्वबाधाप्रशमनम्
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
Viditatman, Swami Viditatmananji has asked everyone to chant these three shloka 21 times every day. So in Rishikesh ashram also, they are chanting regularly after puja. So it's good. That's why I also thought always I'm hearing different type of news. It's better. We can pray for whole world. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम्
पुनर्मोहम्
एवं यास्यसि पाण्डव
एवं यास्यसि पाण्डव
येन भूतान्यशेषेण
येन भूतान्यशेषेण
द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यथो मयि
द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यथो मयि
अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः
अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः
सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः
सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः
सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव
सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव
वृजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि
वृजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि
यथेधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः
यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः
भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन
भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन
ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि
ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि
भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा
भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा।
In 34th verse, Bhagavan is given lakshana or characteristics of student, at the same time teacher also. Three characteristics of students are pranipatena, pariprashnena, sevaya. Sevaya means a student should ready to help teacher. Second thing, a student should be jignasu, pariprashnena. And third one is student should be humble. He has humility. It's the characteristic of students, while teacher should be jnaninaha. Teacher should be either tatvadarshinaha. Gnaninaha, we have seen shrotriyaha. Tatvadarshinaha mean brahmanishtaha. Gnani shrotriya means he knows all scriptures thoroughly, plus to explain that, to unlock each and every word, it also knows Sanskritam also. Same, and Tattvadarshinaha means one who is a Brahmagnan, Brahmanishtaha, need not be Shrotriya. That we have seen. And with this verse, Gnanam, description is over, all disciplines are also over. Now Bhagavan is explaining the result of Gnanam. What will happen? So first thing we have seen, if we have really Gnanam, not at the information level, but if we have Gnanam, then what will happen to us? Then Bhagavan says, Moham na yasyasi, punarevam moham na yasyasi, yad gnatva. Having known this Gnanam, punaha means again, moham na yasyasi. You never get again any type of delusion regarding punya papa, regarding dharma adharma, even regarding atma anatma. So no confusion. It's called moha nasha. First. Second phalam of jnana phalam is asheshena bhutani atmani drakshasi. Drakshasi means that person will see. Asheshena bhutani, all beings without any left out, where this person will see. Atmani means in oneself. Atho, my, otherwise in me. It's called, I have told, it's called Sarvatma Bhava. In each and every being, we are seeing ourselves only. Sarvatma Bhava. Then, if we are seeing everyone us only, our consciousness only, then we never hurt us. It's called Sarvatma. For us, all beings are myself. It's called Sarvatma Bhava. Second fruit of Gnanam is Sarvatma Bhava. Third one we have seen is Papanasha. Bhagavan says, Apichet asi, if you are Sarvebhyaha Papebhyaha Papakrittamaha. You are great sinner. Among all, Sarvebhyaha, from all considered papas, you are the greatest papi. But Sarvam Gnana Plavena, by this raft of this knowledge, Vrujinam means papam, santarishyasi. Easily you will cross over of whole sansara, even papam also you will cross. But what is the boat or raft is Gnana Plava. The raft of knowledge, you will cross the all papas. That also we have seen. And now, last one, all karma will also go. Yatha endhansi samiddha agnihi bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. If we put in Anvaya, so Bhagavan says, Hey Arjuna, Yatha Samiddha Agnihi, well lighted fire, kindled fire, Samiddha, properly kindled fire, Edhamsi, means woods, Bhasmasat Kurute, turns, reduce into the ashes. Same way, Tatha, Yatha means Tatha, so too, Gnanagni, the fire of knowledge, Sarva karmani, all our karmas, bhasmasat kurute, they reduce into ashes. Our all karma reduced to ashes with the fire of knowledge. And we can see now Anvaya. Arjuna, yatha samiddha agnihi. Samiddha is the adjective of this fire. Which type of fire? Not small fire. Samiddha, well kindled. Edamsi means all firewoods, woods. Bhasmasat kurute, that reduce into ashes. Tatha, so too gnanagnihi, the fire of knowledge. Sarva karmani, all karmas. Bhasmasat kurute. Again I will tell here, the meaning of sarva karmani means not our all action, but here the meaning of karma is papa punya. This karma is a technical word, is a papa punya, bhasmasat kurute. So when Bhagavan has mentioned Samiddha Agnihi, the meaning is in the when it is a very big, huge fire, so if some wet woods are there, they also reduce into ashes. Whatever we offered in that big fire, everything will burn. If fire inside the forest, dry woods also are turned into ashes. Same way, even green all trees also reduce into ashes. Means fire reduces everything into ashes. Same way, here also there is a one fire. And what is the name of this fire? Bhagavan says Gnanagni. Always Gnanam is compared with fire. Same way, Hiranyagarbha, when we say that Hiranyagarbha also, why its given name is Hiranyagarbha? Hiranya means gold. Gold is always shine. And where there is a shine, we always say is a knowledge is there. So in Hiranyagarbha, all knowledge is there because Hiranyagarbha is almost Ishwar. Same way, here when we say Agnihi, fire, when we have Gnanam, then is this Gnanam is like a fire. Even that's why sannyasi's clothes are given is like a color of fire. Is considered this sannyas is given to Gnanam. That's why it's given this color. This Gnanagni Sarva Karmani. This all karma reduce into ashes. Almost same verse Bhagavan has repeat here. In this same 4th chapter, we have seen Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha Kama Sankalpa Varjitaha Gnanagni Dagdha Karmanam Tamahuf Panditam Buddha. After Akarmani Akarmaya Pashed Karmani Chakarmaya. After that, this verse has come. I am interested in only Gnanagni Dagdha Karmanam. These people they have all burnt. Their all karma is like roasted because of the fire of Gnanam. Same way, at that time we have seen karma is a technical word, and in karma we can consider three things. One is called sanchit karma, second one is called prarabdha, third one is called kriyamana, or we can say is a agami. We have seen in Tattva Bodha. In sanchit means in this, what we say, in this universe, whenever we are born as a human being, whatever we are committed, our papa and punya, is that accumulated, our papa punya is called samchita. Samchit means sammeka chitaha. Chit means accumulated. Sam means properly. It's called sanchit karma. These are all prarabdha karma, means prakarshena arabdha. In this life, it is already begun. It's called prarabdha karma. And while living this life, whatever we are accruing, our papa and punya are called either kriyamana or agami. When Bhagavan says, Gnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute, which karmani will bhasmasat? So we have seen the karma, prarabdha karma, never bhasmasat, because it's already started to give a fruit. So this will be continued, while what will be go? Sanchit karma, bhasmasat kurute, and this kriyamana will go also. Both will go, but particularly sanchit. And we have seen even this, while living, what we are doing, papa and punya, where they will go. So papa will go, one who is always insult this great person, Atmagyani, and punya of Atmagnani will go to a people who always worship or give some respect to this Gnani. So this Papa Punya also will go to all people. This Sanchita will go only prarabdham to iha bhujyatam, according to sadhana panchakam. So all karma will go. Gnanagni. Same way here, Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna. And at that time also, I have shared when this Bhasmasat Kurute, it's like a one type of poetry. Like when we have Atmagnanam, then fire will start and all our Sanchit karma will go. Does it like that? But really speaking, it's not like that. When a person knows, I am not other than Brahman, I am a Brahman, then Brahman is always non-dual. Ekam eva advitiyam. When we say advitiyam means no second thing. So when Papa Punya will go? So Papa Punya is only possible in this Vyavaharika Satta, in this Vyavaharik reality, not in ultimate reality. In Paramarthik Satta, there is a no Papa Punya. So when person knows I am only consciousness, nothing other than Brahman, all pervading, then where is the place of Sanchit karma? There is a no karma at all. Just expression, where Bhagavan is telling, Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna. There is a no Bhasmasat, because there is a no karma, really speaking, for Jnani, because he knows I am only consciousness. And that's why it says, when Parantakalam, when the Gnanis dies, it's called Parantakalam, because what happened at the death of Gnani, so consciousness inside this one body, limited body, that consciousness will merge as though is one with external consciousness, like a space in the pot. When pot is broken, where space will go? It is just one with space. Same way, when Gnani dies, the consciousness is just like limited by this body, mind, sense complex. When body will go, it's just one with all over the consciousness. In this consciousness, there is a no papa, there is a no punya. But this is a one type of expression, Bhasmasat Kurute. But when Gnanam comes, there is a no Advaitam, no second thing. That's why Bhagavan said, this is the last fruit of Gnanam. What will happen? Papanasha. Not Papa, Sarva Karmanasha. That Gnani never has second birth. But if somebody asks, would you like to birth? You would like to born again? Puja Swamiji always says, why not? One time more, because we have gone through so many lives. So if Bhagavan says you have to born again, so we never says no. So this is total four result of Jnanam. One is called Mohanashaha, second is called Sarvatma Bhavaha, third one is called Papanashaha, and fourth one is Sarva Karmanasha. These are the phalam of Atma Gnana. So this is also over. Now Bhagavan is praising Jnanam. The Jnanam means self-knowledge, Atma Gnanam. Bhagavan is praising in 38th verse. Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramiha vidyate tatsvayam yoga sansiddhaha kalenatmani vindati. The first will come he. The meaning of he means indeed. Here, iha is there. Iha means in this word. Gnanena sadrusham. Sadrusham means equivalent. Compared to gnanam, pavitram. There is a no purifier, na vidyate. There is a no purifier, sadrusham, like jnanam. So Gnanam is the best purifier among the all purifiers. And Bhagavan says, what will happen? Yoga Sansiddhaha. The Yoga Sansiddhaha means one who is prepared one's own mind. And how that person has prepared Sansiddhi. Even in 18th chapter, Bhagavan has says, Swakarmanatam abhyarcha siddhim vindati manava. At that time also, what is the meaning of siddhi? Shankaracharya has written in his Bhashyam, siddhi means one who is the master of one's own mind is called siddhi. There are many types of siddhis. People can see what is the sitting another room. People can see in some other city that person what's they are doing, Anima Mahima. There are many types of siddhis, but really speaking, according to Shankaracharya ji, what is the biggest siddhi in one's life is one who can master of one's own mind. It's called siddhi. That's why Bhagavan here also mentioned sansiddha. One's whose mind is already prepared. But by what method? Bhagavan says, yogena sansiddha. By the following karma yoga, whatever, sansiddha, that person, kalena, by time. Time will come. Through time, swayam means naturally, tat. Here tat means that gnanam. What Bhagavan has mentioned, karmanya karmaya pashet or brahmarpanam brahmahavi. Everything is Ishvara. That gnanam, atmani. The meaning of atmani here is in their mind. Vindati means it gains. So first line, Bhagavan has glorified this gnanam, and somebody asks, who is the qualified person? Then Bhagavan says, Yoga Sansiddha is a qualified. And how he will be qualified? So Bhagavan says, Kalena, by time. When time passes, and that person, Swayam, naturally, Atmani, in his or her mind, Tat Gnanam Vindati. will gain. So I have written here, Iha, he means indeed, Iha means in this word, Gnanena Sadrusham. There is a nothing equivalent to Gnanam. Pavitram means purifier, na vidyate. Kalena, by time, Yoga Sansiddhaha, a person, this is a qualification of person, Yoga Sansiddhaha, one who purifies through yoga. Atmani means one's own mind, Swayam, naturally, Tat means Gnanam, Vindati. So now first is glory of Jnana. Bhagavan says, it says there are many purifiers. It starts from even air. I just forgot to write here. Air is also purifies. We wash our clothes and we put in our line, then time will come, it will dry, it becomes more pure. Even they say, if we take dip in Ganges, our papa will go away. But it says, when we are inside the Ganga, then papa are sitting outside on our bank. When we take dip, when we comes out from this Ganga, again papa will come with us. So Ganga Snanam can purify us for time being. Nama Japa is also considered as a karma. They can also purify us, but also is for some time. Even some sit in meditation, then mind becomes calm. But for time being, even there are many Parayana, Vishnu Sahasranama, Durga Saptashruti. Nowadays there are different type of Parayana. It also gives some cool calmness in our mind, but it also temporary. Everything what we are doing, even we perform Rudra, Te Rudra, many yaga is there, all gives our mind purifies. While we are doing all that different type of activity, our mind is relaxed, purified, but it won't be permanently. Then Bhagavan is not saying these are not good, but they are never give permanent shanti. So all purifiers are good, but all are temporary. So Bhagavan says, the Gnanam is the best, because when we have really Gnanam, then any situation external never disturb us, because we know whatever disturbance are coming in my life is because of this physical body or because of this our sukshma sharira, subtle body, but it never affects me. That's why it's called our mind is a pavitram. That's why gnanam is the most purifier in one's life. Now people may ask, how can I get this gnanam? So again, Bhagavan starts, kalena means in time, yoga sansiddha. If we split sandhi, yogena is a 3TP. It's called Trutiya Bahuvrihi Samas. One who has purified, is prepared their mind because of how yogena. So what is meaning of yoga? So Shankaracharya has written, yoga means either first karma yoga, then upasana yoga, and even person can follow Ashtanga yoga. Because in Ashtanga yoga, nothing is karma yoga only. So when person goes through all this karma yoga, that's why kalena. It is not immediately we can have gnana, kalena, because to remove our raga dvesha, we need a long time. It is not easy task. We can say, I have followed karma yoga for 3 years, now my mind is pure, but we cannot say. So karma yoga needs time to remove our likes and dislikes. Upasana yoga also help to concentrate, to go inward, because always we are external, we are always related to extrovert, but this upasana make us introvert, we can be with us. Upasana even gives focus of mind. Upasana also, if we are doing properly, then our mind become vast, means broad, in which mind we can accept all people. This is the benefit of Upasana. And when our mind is ready, then what will happen? Such person will go to teacher. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena. And then teacher will upadekshanti. Then teacher will teach that gnanam. Te gnanam. Gnanam is that gnanam which is always purifies us. And when that gnanam to understand, to assimilate, not only understanding, but to assimilate, it will take. I always remember Puja Swamiji always used to tell us, Tat Tvam Asi is the only 3 words sentence, very small sentence. But to assimilate this sentence, even 3 years of this long term is not good enough. To understand Tattvamasi, we need a whole life. Because this Tattvamasi is very easy to understand, but to understand that sentence, to prepare our mind, it needs a long time. It's called Kalena. After long time, Yoga Sansiddha, that person is prepared, well prepared, pass through all different type of yoga, then it approaches teacher, and then teacher will teach them, and when teacher will teach that person, what will happen? In that person's mind, Atmani, in that person's mind, Swayam. Here Swayam means not oneself, but Shankaracharya has translated naturally. We never put any effort. Naturally, that gnanam, tat gnanam vindati, that gnanam will come. Always, Puja Swamiji again he used to say, if teacher communicate properly Shastra, if teacher is communicate Shastra very properly, and a student who is sitting in front of teacher, he can take all words. If he is prepared, the best qualification, if that person is prepared, if teacher is a student is prepared, and teacher communicates properly, then definitely Gnanam will take place. It's called naturally. We cannot deny. When Puja Swamiji used to say, if our eyes is good, our eyesight is good, if elephant is in front of us, the Gnanam will definitely take place naturally. We cannot say Gnanam won't take place. Same way, teacher is communicate pramana. This Shastra, teacher is not teacher, but he is communicate Shastra through pramanam. So, scriptures are pramanam, student is prepared, yoga sansiddha, then gnanam will take place. We cannot deny that person gnanam. It's called naturally. That gnanam will come naturally. But only condition is that person should be yoga sansiddha. That person should be prepared, totally prepared, particularly emotionally prepared. If body is whatever, but emotionally prepared, gnanam will take. But still, if Arjuna can ask, can you give me still that qualification of teacher, student, what would be the student qualification? So again, Bhagavan is explaining to Arjuna what would be the qualification of students. So in 39th verse, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas संयतेन्द्रियः Gnalan labdva param shantim achirenadhigacchati. First qualification is Shraddhavan. Second qualification is Tatparaha. Third qualification is Sayatendriya. Such person Gnanam Labhate. That person will gain knowledge. And if that person will gain knowledge, then what will happen to him or her? Bhagavan says, Gnanam Labdva. Having gained this knowledge, Param Shantim Achirena Atikachati. Param Shantim means permanent Shanti. We may have Shanti, but sometimes when we are listening, we are some doing japa, we may have Shanti. Our mind is totally cool, calm, but that is not permanent. Param means which never goes. That Param Shanti, Achirena, immediately. Chira means long. Achira means which is not long, immediate. Adhikachati will gain. So in first line is qualification of student. Again, how student would be. First one is, let's see, I have written this Anvaya. First Shraddhavan, second Tatparaha, third one Sanyatendriyaha, Gnanam Labhate. He gains Gnanam. Gnanam Labdva. Having gained this Gnanam, Param Shantim. Param means Shanti, Puja Swami says absolute peace. But Param means once we have this Shanti, which never goes. Achirena. Chira means long. Achira means immediately. Adhigachati. That will gain. So first is qualification of seekers. Who is the yoga sansiddha? First Bhagavan says Shraddhavan. This is the first qualification. That person should have Shraddha. Shraddha on what? So first is one who accepts scripture as a pramana. Like our eyes is a pramana for sight. Our ear is a pramana for all shabdas. Our nose is a pramana for different type of smell. Our skin is a pramana of different type of touch. Our tongue is a pramana of different type of taste. Same way Shastra is a pramana to know oneself. One who knows 100%, that person is called Shraddhavan. Even when who has heard Pujya Swamiji, the meaning of Shraddha is pending understanding. According to Pujya Swamiji, he says pending understanding. Understanding means Shastra says you are not away from Ishvara, you are Ishvara. This is understanding. But right now, I cannot consider myself I am Ishvara. But still, we have Shraddha. What Shastra says is always truth. So, with that bhava, with this disposition of mind, if we are listening, it's called Shraddha. So, I have just quoted Vivek Chudamani's one shloka, Shastreshu Guru Vakyeshu Satya Buddhi Avadharana Sa Kathita Shraddha. Satya Buddhi means one, Avadharana, one who is ascertained. Satya Buddhi means one who has trust, 100% trust, where Shastreshu, in Shastra also, Guru Vakyeshu, in the words of Guru, one who has 100% trust, a certain trust, Sa Kathita Shraddha, that is called Shraddha. Why? Here Guru is also included in Shraddha, because scriptures are ready to remove our ignorance. But even a seeker, one who is scholar, cannot study the scripture independently. Murkha api swatantrena shastrasya abhyasam ma kuryat. Because we have different type of our notions. According to with those notions, if we try to understand or scriptures, we can take different meaning. That's why whatever are given in Shastra, it always comes through teacher. A teacher also is also through parampara, like Sadashiva Samarambha. One who is follow that parampara, that teacher knows what really Shastra would to convey. So that's why we have to give 100% trust in Guru, in teacher. Whatever teacher will say is always according to Shastra only. That much trust are called Shraddha. Otherwise, Gnanam won't take place. Because otherwise there are many people who always try to judge teacher, whether this teacher is good, whether that teacher is good. It doesn't work. And why it is written, scriptures are not matter of belief, but scriptures are matter of knowledge. And to understand that knowledge, we have to keep trust in Guru, and we know this Guru is also one time of a student of his Guru. And this is a parampara, and my Guru knows or teacher knows how to handle pramana, how to handle the sentences of Shastras, and my Guru or teacher knows how to unlock Shastra. The words unlock. That's why if we have 100% trust, it's called Shraddha. And one means one who has, if we say Bhagavan, one who has Bhaga, it's called Bhagavan. We say Shraddha, we say Matiman. So one who has Buddhi is called Matiman. Same way, one who has a Shraddha is called Shraddhavan. So first qualification is Shraddhavan. So Shraddhavan is good enough? Bhagavan says no. Another qualification is Tatparaha. The meaning of Tatpara means that student is not just for casually he is listening Shastra, but that student is committed and sincere also, who study seriously and who can reflect on teaching, and then he can raise the doubt also and ask teacher. Then teacher knows this student is really serious, sincere and committed. In which type of student? So I have just mentioned in Mundaka again, because students knows if I want to know moksha by doing different type of activity, I cannot attain moksha. I cannot understand moksha, because moksha is akrutaha. And this akruta means without any activity is called akrutaha, and all activity has limited result, and akruta is always is not limited. So how can, so that to understand Guru Meva Bigache. So this is a qualification of student. He is totally dedicated to this Shastra. It's called Tatparaha. Para means dedicated. Tat means Shastra. He is totally dedicated to this Shastra. Second, so first, Shraddhavan is also necessary, and that Shraddhavan is not only Shraddhavan, that person also should be committed, serious and sincere. Is good enough? Bhagavan says no. If that person doesn't have Sayat Indriya, if that person doesn't have, is not master of his sense organs and organs of action, so that person, in spite of Shraddha and committed, nothing will go inside. So what is the meaning of Sayatendriya? Means one who is has Shama Dama Titiksha. Sanyat means under control, Indriya means Karmendriya and Gnanendriya. So one who follows all type of discipline, which we have seen in Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampatti, that person only Jnanam Labhate. That's why even Shankaracharya say, person may have Shraddha, but if he is not committed to Shastra, then it doesn't work. Even if a person can have both Shraddha and committed to Shastra, means Tatparaha, but he is not ready or she is not ready to keep all sense organs and organs of action under control, that person cannot have also gnana. So all three qualifications are very much necessary in seekers, in Jignaso's life. If this had, then what will happen? Gnanam labdva. But that we will see tomorrow. Any question regarding this? 1 minute, unmute all. Any question?
Swamiji, I have a couple of
Questions?
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So any karma that is not done in the spirit of karma yoga generates papa and punya, right?
Yeah. Mm.
But if it is done in the spirit of karma yoga with the understanding of karma yoga, then it doesn't give rise to papa punya, right?
Because what we are doing in karma yoga, that attitude, no, what I am doing is not for myself, I am doing for Ishvara. Then where is the question of, when kartrutva is there, I am doing for myself, then only papa and punya. Yeah.
And also you mentioned that yoga samsiddhi, like Ashtanga yoga.
Mm.
And in Ashtanga yoga, I always think that a lot of these people that do yoga, they kind of overlook the first two, the yama and niyama.
Nowadays, this yoga
I feel like that is the most important.
Yeah. Really speaking,
Because
first
if you
two
are
are
not doing yama niyama, and you just sit in meditation and do dharana, dhyana, and all these things.
It doesn't. No, what they are doing
Right?
nowadays, yoga is not for any yoga sansiddha. They are doing to keep their body fit. Only
Yeah.
physical look they are doing yoga. Most of people, not all, but most of people.
And if you look in the Yama Niyama Swaminiji, I just wanted to see like how that fits in with Karma Yoga, for instance, right? Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteyam.
If you have checked this in 13th chapter, Amanitvam, Adambitvam, there are 20 values. There are almost these 10 values. Yama Niyama, always we can compare with this Jnanam. Bhagavan, in that chapter, Bhagavan, this value are considered as a Jnanam. If you check, it's called Gnanam. It's also a technical word at that time. Gnanam is not Atma Gnanam. Bhagavan says in that Adhyatma Gnana se Tattva Gnana Etat Gnanam iti proktam agnanam yadatonyatha. These all 20 values are considered as a Jnanam only by Bhagavan.
Because it's a prepared mind.
Yeah, prepared mind. So this, if you follow this 10 Yama Niyama or this 20, all what Bhagavan has described in 13th chapter starts from Amanitvam, Adhyatma Gnana say. The 20 values also makes the emotional mature. So these all 10 values, if follow properly, always we can have balanced mind. But nobody is following Ashtanga Yoga. Only pranayam and asana pranayam. Only two things in meditation. Dhyan dharana. Any? Raviji? Anybody would like to? Raviji is freeze, I think. Can you hear me, properly? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and this Raviji is freeze. You can. Any question? No, Raviji, any question?
No, sorry, my internet was not connecting properly.
Any question now? Then we say Purnamada.
It's like we have to. It's like we have to go back to the drawing board. This to if you say you need such a prepared mind to really gain this
Knowledge.
start from scratch.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Second Matangiji, not Matangiji, our but Matangiji, we cannot see you. Venkatesh Matangiji.
Hello, Swamiji. Yeah.
Hello. So do you have any question or not? No question?
No questions, please.
Oh.
So Swaminiji, what Raviji was asking connected to that. So when we do everything, it should be the Karma Yoga. If we think that is everything is dedicated to God, then there is no Papa Punya. But it is not easy to do it in, for people, right? So how could we
It is not easy in in when we start that, but I think after some time, Kalena.
In time.
Yeah, in time, some time will come. Then we say, why should we worry?
So we should force ourselves to think every time whatever we do, it's only for you. That's how we should think and start doing everything.
No. I always used to tell, when you get up, first in the morning, we just do sankalpa. Whatever I'll do today, everything for you only, Ishvara. Then every time need not to remind ourselves that today now this work is for Ishvara. Whole day, whatever, yat karma karoti, tat tava aradhanam, whatever I do. So only first, very morning, early morning, one sankalpa. Okay, today, every day, this is every day, then one time will come, need not to do sankalpa also. It just happens.
Oh, okay.
Kayena vacha manasendriyairva.
Yeah.
Buddhyatmana va prakrite swabhavat. Yatyat karma karoti tattat
Shambhutavara.
Narayanayti samarpayami.
Samarpayami.
Yeah. That Kayena vacha
Karomi adyat sakalam parasmai.
Sakalam parasmai Sri
Narayana samarpayami.
Yatyat karma karoti taddat shambho tava aradhanam.
Yeah.
Yat karoshi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi. Yeah, I think those like three things, if you remember every morning, and
it's like honestly, it's like the chicken and egg situation. It's like really you can do this only when you have jnanam.
Yeah.
And for getting jnanam, you need.
I think there is some feedback mechanism there,
No, when we are inclined, we have some inclination always. If you check ourselves, we have from childhood or something, we have inclination to do something. This inclination may come from our past life, whatever, but we do have inclination. Otherwise, I always, Puja Swamiji also used, there are many people in the world, but how many people are interested? There are also some are misguided by through different.
1 in a million.
Yeah. But why some people? So they all are lucky.
And also at the end of the day, you have to thank God before you go to bed.
Today, yeah.
Right.
For that day.
Yeah. Swamiji says some pratyahara nyayam or some nyayam, he says that like the beginning and end, if you do something, then everything is filled in between. Green.
Oh,
So,
Keyword is Kalena.
Kalen. That's why Kalen. That's why. So tomorrow I would like to change little bit time, because 9
Okay.
o'clock we have to light up all lamps.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to reschedule class.
Yeah. Yes.
So what time? 6:30 you will be ready, 6:30 to 7:30? And
That's
quarter to 9.
Indian time 6:30.
Indian time, 6:30. It will be comfortable?
Yeah.
6:30
9
for
o'clock.
the Sanskrit class.
Yeah, 6:30. Yeah.
Then, and 7:30 or quarter to 8 for the.
Yeah. Quarter to 8 to quarter to 9.
Yes.
Immediately we will finish. No question answer tomorrow. We will finish.
Yes.
So we have to go out,
We'll get a rain check.
Yeah. Even
We
you
will light the
can
lamp at 7:30 in UAE.
Okay, yeah. You,
We'll also do it.
please do, yeah. It's good for everyone.
But we should do
So
it at 9
what
o'clock.
exactly we should do?
9 o'clock is the time.
Actually, 9 o'clock in India.
Meaning there is
There
some
is
astrological
duty,
situation.
yeah, astrological. There is some situation is there. Mars is coming in
Yeah.
in
So we
Leo.
have to do it according to our time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's 9 o'clock.
Here we have to do 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just light the lamps, that's it?
Yeah.
And then we can pray also. Modi ji said, please just switch off all electric light in our house and just light it, lamp, and go out.
Diyas.
Yeah.
Like Kartigai. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
except you switch off all the lights, all electric lights.
Even
But
in
in the
case if you
morning.
don't have anything, you can start your mobile switch also light. But you just whatever you have, please do.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Pradosham, right? Swamiji? No.
Yes.
Yeah, Pradosham also. So tomorrow I will give schedule also, but 6:30 to 7:30, quarter to 8 to quarter to 9. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Om
Purnamada Purnamidam
Purnat
Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamevadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om